will show you faster straight farm design closer to the end of this video, so you can skip if you're interested, but now I'm gonna just explain why. So I remembered that mobs activate redstone ore blocks when they walk on it, and I just decided to play around with that mechanic because I haven't seen anyone else really use redstone ore blocks anywhere. So yeah, I wanna just show you what I found and maybe prove to you that it's actually a pretty unique block and maybe even useful. I will try to go as fast as I can because that's really not a topic you should waste your time on. So first use is actually something that I've seen people use. I will link some videos in the description, and that's using it as activator. So you can right click on it and it will trigger observer or block update detectors, and you can't really spam it, so you need to wait for a random tick to hit it. That's on average 68.27 seconds, and after that it will turn on and you can activate it again. Also mobs or players, but not sneaking players, can walk on it to activate it, but not minecarts or bots. I think it needs to be a living entity or something like that. I don't remember how it's called. So people use it for traps or for some secret activators. That's not something we'll be looking at today. So next, let's actually look how activate redstone ore with the mob. And here I have just different hitbox heights and armor stands standing on top. And as you can see, everything until trapdoor will activate redstone ore underneath, and everything else will activate it, like here. So using that knowledge, we can see that if we glitch armor stand inside of this redstone ore on top of this wall, it will be activated, and everything that's 1.5 blocks tall will do the job. Also piston arm. Yeah, so it doesn't actually stay activated. It will send an update each time random tick hits redstone ore block when it's continuously activated with some entity. So here I made a random pulse generator that will trigger on average every 70 seconds. Let's trigger it. Yep. So next thing that makes redstone ore block unique is this test that I'm gonna demonstrate to you. So I will be spawning zombie on this edge, and obviously it will be attracted to the villager and it will walk in a straight line. Let's just run the test. So as you can see on the right, zombie activated basically everything, because as soon as part of his hitbox hits the string, this observer will trigger. But it's not true for redstone ore block. They will activate only when center of the mob is above them. So yeah, it's different pattern as you can see. So next, obviously I tried to use them in flank machines. So until now, basically only ways to detect random ticks on flank machines were mushrooms. So here I have flank machine that will move each time mushroom grows. Yeah, mushrooms are fucking slow. Maybe one more zero. Yeah, just so it works. It has no chances to break because I'm pro. So other ways to detect random ticks on flank machines is, I think, you can do it with cauldrons and water. Also you can do it with dirt and grass, but they're all really messy. So here I used armor stands on top of redstone ore or inside, and yeah, all those flank machines will move forward each time random ticks hits them. So that's a really compact way to trigger flank machines by random ticks. So that's a flank machine that will only move when player is somewhere close. I don't know if this is useful or not. Maybe some crop harvester that shouldn't break as often. I don't know. Next thing that I thought can be useful is random tick detector, obviously, after those flank machines. So yeah, I don't have any armor stands on top of those Redstone ore blocks, but you can see how it will work with a rail there. So as soon as some of them trigger, this lamp will stay on. Yeah, maybe that's useful. Also something I haven't really seen. So obviously next thing I could think about is mob farms, because that's something I really like. And here's a working design with downwards acceleration. I will go into pros and cons a bit later. You can see how exactly it works if you look at it from the side. So as soon as something spawns, it sends an update, and this piston retracts because it's butted, and it causes a chain reaction of all pistons retracting, and this deactivation triggers this mechanism to rebut them again. Yeah, actually same mechanic can be used to make an ancient mob farm with detection. So this one should in theory work in beta 1.7. So that's 2009, and I think it's an interesting project to take. It even pre-damages mobs to make a really fast detection-based mob farm in beta version of the game. So now let's compare it to Tripwire and see what's better. So here I have small demonstration. Yeah, and as you saw, Tripwire is actually 1 game tick faster than Redstone ore. Usually. Sometimes they're same speed. I'm not sure what exactly causing it, but yes, it's something to keep in mind. If we look at the other pros and cons for the Redstone ore, it's actually really interesting. So yeah, first thing we looked at is it's 1 game tick slower. Next problem is it emits light, so that's not a problem at the farm I showed at the start. Obviously, it's also not a problem for pigment farms, but for example in hostile mob farms it's a problem. It emits light levels 7. Wait, 8. It emits light levels 8. It emits light level 8, so it prevents spawning on top of it. Spawning spaces next to it will be just a bit slower, actually like 7 times slower, 6 times slower, 5 times slower. So yeah, if we're using it in a hostile mob farm, it's better to keep cells individual, probably, I don't know. Next problem is obviously slow reset. We need to wait for a random tick to hit it, but at least it's not spawnable. So now let's look at good things, and that's 3 feet level. So yeah, there is 2 air gaps on top of it, so we can do anything we want in there. That's usually a problem when we have some slime at the top and we need to kill babies somehow, and we can't use slime at the bottom without with having baby detection. So yeah, next thing is, of course, it's a movable source of detection. Not the only one, I'll show a different one sometime in the future, but yeah, you can't move tripwire. And last thing is no tripwire bug, obviously, although we showed how to fix tripwire bug with floppy some time ago. I will link in the description. So now let's go back to the practical use I found for Redstone ore blocks. So I think you know how this module works by now from the showcase at the start. So I will just show you how I tried to improve it. So obviously here I tried improving density, and everything I kept as slime block, so it doesn't send any light updates because they're really bad, so high. Also in this design I moved killing floor down, so it also kills enderman, because we get enderman spawns. But I encountered some problem, and that's spider spawning here, because this wall it's not extended into this side, so spiders can spawn on this block and on this block and on this block. But the mob farm was still not really hitting cap most of the time, so it ran at 10.5k items per hour or 2000 strays or husks per hour. Next thing Robbie suggested is using observers, because they're more compact than bats, and well, problem is that they're not instant, but we're still not hitting cap even with this like really dense layout. So yeah, that's an obvious thing to try. So here I tried using this layout. It's way more compact, as you can see, but I didn't even test it, because next layout of course we can do is shifting floor, and it's even more dense, and I also didn't even finish it, because I think main use for this farm is to use it together with old stray farm I showed that runs at the bottom of the world in the first subchunk, but it only works during night, so obviously during day we should move to this type of mob farm, but with conveyors, and that's like a big project I didn't really want to take right now, but I still want to share some stuff I found. So yeah, I guess that's it for today. Sorry for such a shit video, but yeah, bye.